Hi, my name is Kaylee Admire, and 5 years ago, I decided that I wanted to be a teacher. 5 years ago, I started my journey in education as a special education, life skills, self-contained paraprofessional. I wasn't sure about this job when I first applied, got the job. I was very nervous, very scared. I didn't know what all came with this job. I wasn't sure. I was just hoping that I could do everything correctly. About a weekend, I'd never been so thankful for taking a job before. I fell in love with the classroom. I fell in love with special education. I fell in love with students with disabilities. I fell in love with everything about education. I can't imagine doing anything else in my life. And when I say I ran home and submitted my application to get back into college because I knew what I wanted my career to be. I knew that I wanted to be a special education teacher. The biggest challenges that I think that I might face is paperwork and goals. In special education, you have lots of paperwork and you have goals that students have to meet. I haven't seen a whole lot of the paperwork side being a paraprofessional, and I haven't seen a whole lot of setting goals and how you make sure these students are meeting these goals. It's more of what the teacher does. So those are some of the biggest challenges that I think I'm going to face because I want to make sure that I'm doing all my paperwork correctly, and I want to make sure that goals are being reached because I want my students to excel and I want them to learn. Some strengths that I think that I bring to the classroom is going to be I'm good at communicating. I'm good at staying focused and staying on task. I'm good at being a multitasker also. And I'm very adaptive. I'm very flexible. Like I can just go with the flow, do what we need to do. But my students are always going to come first because I'm very passionate about what I do. I want to make sure everything is being done correctly and the students are the number one priority for me. How would you encourage students to be lifelong learners? So for me, I think the way I'm going to encourage my students to be lifelong learners is that they don't ever need to give up on themselves. If something's hard, that's okay. Let's break it down and figure out how to solve the problem and the solution that we need. Another thing is turn your mistakes into opportunities. Mistakes are stepping stones. We have to make some mistakes to learn something. So if I can just teach my students to never give up and always believe in themselves and to make sure that they know that their mistakes are just opportunities, I think that will be good for them to be lifelong learners. Thank you.